We're good.
Ready?
Yeah, this is your camera, by the way.
But
you can look at me while we talk.
Okay,
or
but
you can
like
look at
when
the
it comes
camera.
to like answer. Okay, gotcha,
So, yeah.
gotcha.
Today we have a good friend of mine. We actually met not that long ago. And we met to take pictures. And yeah, she was the first person where I was like, let me test out my photography skills. And you kind of started off that thing for me where I was like, okay, I want to do photography, here and there. So I appreciate that. Today we have Rebecca Smith. How you doing, Rebecca?
Good, and you?
Good. Thank you for asking. The sun is playing with us right now. We look good right now, but maybe in about 15 minutes we'll probably look really dark and really bad. So
More
please
than
excuse
likely.
us. So Rebecca is on the entrepreneur side, I would say. You do a few things.
Honestly, like a few random things, like
Yeah.
the way I network with people is has a lot to do with like my personality, and I'm so thankful in a sense of like the connections I've made, whether it from being from like Mania or like other people in like the Montrose area as well. Just well-known people, I guess, from TikTok as well. Like I did not even know that they were like well-known, but it was just like from like the car meets, like in the car like group and like friends that I would get along with. I just realized like all the connections I have. So like just the projects I've been working with people on, it's pretty neat to say that, yeah, I'm my own entrepreneur, and then I have my own hustle on my own time as well. So really thankful and grateful for that I can say that now at the age of 25.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's then again, it's never too late to start.
Oh, I agree.
But 25 is a really good age. I actually met you whenever you were doing more of like the modeling side of things. And
Still am.
you've also done some music videos and all that.
Yes,
You've done some features and everything.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. Like the connections I made with people, like even like artists I know, like Dende, CA the Dawn, and all of them, and then just like always being like requested to be in like in a music video and whatnot. It's like I never thought that if 18-year-old me was like hearing this right now, I'd be like, you're lying. Like that's cap. Like that's not true. Like
it's so weird to see you in like
it's to like actually
like
do it and like now like be able to have that and do that for myself. It's great.
Yeah. Oh, I understand. Like being inside people's studios, recording music and all that. I would not believe it. It's so weird saying that you're friends with, oh yeah, my friend's a producer, or my friend's an artist, so he's this and that. So talk about your modeling career. Well, not career, it's because career means full-time. But
Full-time.
You're
So
there.
I think it's just more of like I don't know. I would say I'm so amateur at it, but the way people like I appreciate them like looking up to me, being like, "Hey, like you're really good at like what you do. Like you seem like your angles and whatnot." Just knowing the right people, like it's actually crazy because I didn't often see a lot of like women having bodies like me, you know what I mean? And so like now more than ever, knowing that there's more women being like bodacious and like they have curves, a lot more self-love, a lot more appreciation on that, I was like, I wanted to tell myself like I want to do that for myself as well. So just I would study, and like funny how I would like learn what was like my good angles and everything, like, and it got to the point where like I had to like make my cousin like learn my good angles whenever it came to taking like my photos. And it just got to that whenever I do any like photo sessions with anyone, I even always tell them up front, don't ever think that like I'm trying to take control of what like you're trying to do. It's just like, how about like even when we did photos, remember, like I was just like letting you know like, okay, how about we try this angle? Like I even let you know that I'm not taking control of anything, but like I just know what might look better, and then hey, sometimes it just doesn't. But it's just knowing that like I get to do that now, and I get to say that I do that on the side as well. It's really cool.
Would you say you're kind of on the creative director side?
A lot more, yes, because like just stating with what I was doing, like the fact that like I like to also like find like the settings, I also like to like find the props myself and whatnot. It's good to go to someone that already has everything, but if I know that I can create it myself, and at the end it's like, yeah, I got the photographer, he's great, but like everything else was like my creativity. It's immaculate.
Let's take a pause because there's a fucking train right now, and he might be a dick and he might blow his horn. And we're gonna be like,
Fuck.
okay, so 2-minute break. I hate when shit like this happens.
It was just an aggressively long train, to be honest with you.
Okay, so start fresh. It's all good. Creative director. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
We're on the creative director side.
Yeah.
So to talk about creative directory, you currently, you're as a public figure. That's what you are.
Right.
You make pop-ups. You show up in people's like events and everything. Like sort of say the mania markets, you're usually there, or you're at the vintage market that we were at. I think I would say that was
Like
the first
hip-hop
episode.
one?
No, the Houston, Texas vintage market with Carlos and
Oh,
and
yeah,
Pedro,
yeah. Okay, yeah,
That
I
was the
remember that
first
one.
episode
Yeah,
we
that's the
ever
first one
did.
you did. Yeah, that's
So,
right, that's right.
You know, little cameos and stuff like that, and they're like, "Oh, look, it's Rebecca."
It's Rebecca, yeah, and
Yeah.
it's funny because even, what is it, Steven, even he'll like, whenever he's doing his videos, he'll like somehow put me somewhere in the background. He's like, yeah, like cameos, like there's Rebecca, like type of deal. It's just funny because it's like, I don't have a huge following base, but like, it's just so funny how the few people I've come across, like the impressions I make and whatnot, it's tremendous. So that's awesome.
And everybody says the same thing, like you're just everywhere. They just see you fucking
they,
everywhere.
they see me everywhere. Yeah, or they
So,
see me. Yeah,
which is weird because like back then, not knowing you, I would never see you. And then now that I know you, magically somehow, you're fucking everywhere. And I'm just like, oh, look, it's Rebecca.
Yeah.
Or someone's on live, and I'm like, hey, look, that's Rebecca.
Yeah, or like on on an Instagram story or something. They're just like, that's Rebecca. Yeah, and then it's like now it's cool. But you have to also see like Houston, like Houston's culture, the diversity and everything. And I was actually just talking to an artist that was here at Mania Market just yesterday, actually, that when you just happen to just one person, you'd be surprised that that one person that you know actually knows like 10 people that you may also know.
Yeah.
So the fact, even though Houston's so big, I feel like just like the community overall, like everyone just knows everyone. Everyone's bound to know everyone, or everyone already knows everyone at that point. And that's what I really, really love about Houston.
Some people hate it because like, oh, you know, I fucked this bitch.
Oh, that's just so childish though. Like at
I
that
fucked
point,
this bitch. I'm like, oh, I know that girl. Oh, I know this guy. And then you get fucked, and then you get killed. It's happened.
Wild.
It's happened before.
Wild.
But that was a little too extreme.
Yeah,
honestly.
Hardcore. Yeah, and I'm over. Like it's just weird whenever, like, not on that end, but more of like other people that are like, oh, you know, I'm just like, bro, we are grown as hell. Like, this is not high school. That's just so uncomfortable when people be acting like that. I'm just like, and if you don't like them, then that's okay. That's not that big of a deal.
Do you feel like kind of cringy when shit like that happens? Like,
all the time. All the time. I'm just like, and it's weird because it's kind of like maybe it's just one, you know, wanting to like you see other people's hustles, and I guess it's like a competition more than anything, where I'm just like, bro, like everyone's got to hustle out here. Like you can't knock one more than the other kind of deal. Like everyone's gonna make their bread at some point, but it's just weird, especially when it's just like so grown. I'm just like, just move past it, guy. Like it's a big community. It's a well-known community in Houston, but it's a big community. There's room for everybody.
Got you. So let's talk about this side hustle.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a platform that's looked down by like a lot of people. Honestly, I mean, it's the sad truth, you know.
Yeah.
But you do OnlyFans.
I do.
And we just talked about how much you made.
Yes.
Honestly, I was like, what the fuck?
Yes.
So I'll let you say the number, and I'll let you say how long it took you for, you know, to get that type of money. But go ahead.
Honestly, it didn't take me long, just because of, just like we said, like the connections I make and whatnot. Whether I do like a pop-up at Mania, there's always someone that's like bugging Terry or bugging other people that are like, oh, who's homegirl type of deal. Or if I'm just hanging out with others, like it's just always somehow people manage to come across my page, whether they follow it or not. But I started OnlyFans, let's see, last year in August, and I think it's just my trademark. It's just my boobs, and like everyone has always wanted to see my boobs, and like that's what I'm known for, is my boobs. So it's just like, I think that was that was my signature thing, that they were like, yeah, I'm gonna pay because I want to see this bitch's titties, basically, straight up. No, and it's like, and you like the messages I would get, I was like, damn, it's like such a high demand that they just always have wanted to see them and whatnot. It's just hilarious to me. The first, when I like very, very first signed up, I had made over, let's see, you have to keep in mind, like that was like 2 weeks in a sense. I had made over like 3K, and then after that I was making about roughly 2K. And then if you weren't consistent, it was like at most it would like vary from 950 to 1K. And then I stopped recently due to like certain reasons, but then I just recently got back into it, and just I'm more than like, I realize how much I like it, and because one, I get to just work for myself. Two, I'm not meeting up with anybody. And then three, like no one's touching me. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of just like, it's kind of good because it's like I do it at my own terms, at my own conditions, and I really like that.
Yeah.
So don't knock the hustle. OnlyFans works.
That's the good stuff about it, you know, the money, like all that, the recognition, some would say. But let's talk about the down bad, like the bad things about it, and that's the creepy people around you. And you know, I have friends that you know have that type of like, oh, you know, there's these people, these guys, you know, fucking being weird about it.
Always.
And me and you talked about it too. And
Yeah.
how there's like weird ass people. You know, we're not gonna drop any names, but we know you. And
But we know you.
we know you.
We know you.
we both know you.
Do we know the
and
same person? I think we know the same person.
We know the same person. You told me about him.
Oh my god, yes.
And then you even sent me a picture of him.
Oh my
I have
God,
a picture
yes.
of you.
Oh my gosh.
So if the video gets 500 views, we'll expose him. No, we won't.
Oh my god, that's wild.
No, we
You'd be
won't.
wrong.
We won't. But no, yeah. So you know, there's weird people. You know, there's.
Oh, immensely, and it sucked because that was the reason why I had to stop the first time, just because like, and I get it, like, you know, whether it's a fandom thing or sometimes it's just like a fantasy thing and whatnot, but like it just wasn't cool with how far they took it. Certain stuff I didn't want to like bring up like the criteria, like certain things of it, but like sometimes you just have to back out of it and check in for your mental health, because that's what I had to do for myself. But now I can say the second time doing it, I know what to do differently from the first time. Like, and I can honestly say like I was putting way too much into like OnlyFans, and I can still make the same much without having to put all that effort and ability, because that was my, like I said, that was my it wasn't entirely my mistake for them to be acting like that, but like to prioritize them in a sense, that was the mistake. And then that is where they like started thinking like possessive, obsessive, all kinds of deal and whatnot. I will say though, the downside of OnlyFans, sometimes honestly, not even sometimes, a good 60% chance is your following base, my following base, I think, is a lot of people that are close to me. Yes, is what I've noticed. And like the 40% is obviously like random people. Because it's just, it gets so...
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Family?
No!
Okay.
Oh my god, no, not this in Alabama. Oh my gosh. No, like just like really, really close friends. Like even just like at the market, like some people obviously know that I do OnlyFans, and then there was just some who like bring it up so much. I'm just like, okay, yes, we get it. I do OnlyFans. Like, why do you want to make that such a topic in everything we talk about?
And I'll tell you why. Because I have a friend. Well, he used to be a friend. He was acting pretty weird, you know, and the friend group dropped him, and for specific reasons, you know.
Right.
But, you know, I'll go ahead and tell you why. Because, you know, I've noticed it. This guy, he was pushing it too much, because he was just hoping somewhere in his head that she would say, oh, like, let's do something together or whatever, you know. And honestly, that's the guy mentality. A lot of guys think like that, honestly, and it's kind of weird. That's why I asked you in the very beginning, like, shit like that, like, that's high school shit too, you know. It's like, cringes you out. It cringes me out so bad. I'm just like, bro, I don't want to be friends with you no more, you know. So don't be that guy, you know? Don't be that guy. Yeah,
I'd be more than happy to show you my tits for $5 a month, and then you'll get a menu. But like, if you just don't be that guy, motherfucking Terry.
Hey, you want to make a surprise cameo? Boo.
You want to go get this food after this? We'll go get food after this. Or are you gonna go home?
We have a surprise cameo.
Terry, well, we'll go get food after this.
Got everybody. All my boy the Saint. All my boy the Saint. You know what I'm saying? And doing his thing out here. All right, I'm out.
I drop a beat, bitch.
I'm hungry.
I'm tired of this shit.
That was Terry from Mania, first season. That was a while back. Okay, you're 25 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What age were you like, okay, I want to do this shit. I don't want to work for anybody. I want to be on the creative side.
Honestly, I would say 20. It just took courage. You know what I mean? Like, I've always been a social person. I've just been a selective person. And then that's whenever, like, I just kind of started getting myself out there more. But keep in mind, like, 20, 21, 22, I was just like, oh my God, yeah, partying the whole time. And then at one point, I actually made a connection with a guy. And, like, he's, like, such a great, like, creative director, photographer, videographer, everything like that. He's constantly back to, like, Miami and California. And I just saw what he's doing, and I was like, we were actually talking, he was just giving me some tips, and I was like, man, like, I just want to, like, that's the kind of shit I want to do for myself. Like, I'd rather just do that, like, just the creativity, knowing that, like, yeah, I helped directed, like, the video shoot, or, like, whatever short film it was, whether it was the photo session as well, or if I even helped put an outfit together as well. It was just more of, like, yeah, like, that was, like, what I was able to contribute to that. I would say at a pretty young age, I just knew that I wasn't going to work with anyone for long. I didn't want to work for anyone at all, really. Even just more as of recently, just, you know, leaving my job because I just got over having to, like, work under for somebody else. It's for some people. It's not knocking down anyone's hustle. There's some people who go to college for that, but it's just, I just don't do well, like, working for others. I work better working with others. And just even, I mean, especially just by myself. But, yeah, it didn't take long to realize, like, I realized I didn't want to work for anybody, and I just wanted to be more on the creative side.
Well, believe it or not, we knocked down a lot. Like, I just checked the thing. We're at 13 minutes. So, you know, we knocked down what you do, your hustle and everything, and it'll come out inspiring to a lot of people, you know, to whoever didn't want to do OnlyFans or whoever doesn't want to do, you know, we're kind of thinking about it now, you know, it's all about courage. It's all about, you know, taking that step. If you don't take the step, you're really not going to find out what you
Honestly,
like, you know?
Yeah, no, it's the truth.
Yeah, so to those people who need that motivation, you know, what can you say to them?
You know that one guy that is always, like, yelling in the fucking, like, camera, like, just fucking do it. You know, the great Gary V or something like that?
No.
No? Oh, my God. But it's the truth. Just do it. Like, you're not going to know until you just fucking do it. Like, and even I had to, like, take that, like, tell myself that constantly last year. And with, like, great people, like, great mentors, like, even people, like, whether I'm collabing with them or not, just knowing that they were just telling me, like, look, it just starts with you, really. Like, if you think the starting is hard, it's not. It's really just jumping into it and just seeing if it's for you. Cool, great. If it works out, awesome. If it doesn't, guess what? That's not your only option. Be more creative elsewhere, then that's okay. Just do it, really. It's just the beginning. Like, you just never gonna know what your potential applies to unless you start it.
And now, to finish it all off.
I'm just kidding.
To finish it all off, any next events you're going to anywhere? Well, no, because it's gonna be kind of weird if you say it and they'll be like, I'm gonna be there and all that shit. But then again, promotion. It's all about promotion,
Yeah,
you know?
no, I'm okay with people knowing where I'm at. I mean, follow me on Instagram at I am Rebecca Smith, 2 H's at the end. You'll find my OnlyFans link from there too as well. Honestly, where the next event I will be at, I believe, will be at Yoshi's Imports at Steven's little car warehouse place. So I'll be there if you guys want to meet, hang out, talk, or something like that.
Just
That'd be dope.
hey.
Yeah, that's
But
really
don't be
just
weird.
it.
Don't be that
weird.
guy again.
Don't be that guy.
Don't
Don't
be
only
that
talk
guy.
about my OnlyFans. I can talk about my OnlyFans, but don't make that the only topic.
Yeah.
I promise. I'm a really funny ass person.
At this point, I'm gonna cut to the little. But no, okay. Thank you so much. You know, this took fucking. We're 2 days away from posting this. Honestly.
Oh my gosh! So then we just did it on time. Then
we did it on time.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
no,
That's perfect.
thank you again. You know,
Of
for
course.
giving the time.
Yeah,
and
thank
then,
you for letting me be on it.
Hopefully, we work on some. We were talking about short films. We were talking about also the podcast because this is a talk show, but podcast we could talk about whatever we want. Everything.
And that's the best part. I love podcasts.
We
Oh my
talked about
gosh.
that. So later on, I'll let you know more about it in the
Okay,
future.
so see, there you go. Then we gotta let them know that at some point we're gonna have to do a collab on our own stuff.
Yeah. So Rebecca Smith and the Saint and podcast or whatever the fuck we do. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and
you.
that's about it.
And you're watching Disney Channel.
I can't. No. You're done. You're done.